What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So for today's video we are doing the pregnancy, labor and delivery for Tyson, and then at the end of the video I will insert little pictures of when I was pregnant, after I had him in the hospital, and then while we were in the hospital, and when we brought him home. So let's get started. For the most part, pregnancy was, I don't want to say easy. Tyler was up north working most of the time, so I did most of the pregnancy by myself. I did have the support of my family, which was super nice and super awesome, but I didn't have Tyler there. Health-wise, I was in really good health. I did not have a lot of morning sickness. However, I did have a lot of nausea from like first trimester into the mid of the second trimester, but other than that, I was in good health. I felt good. I had planned, sorry, Tyson's playing like right here. Go over there, buddy. Play on the coffee table. I had planned on working almost right up to my due date, and Tyson was due November 30th. That was his due date, and I was planning on taking my maternity leave on the 17th, and then the weekend prior to that, so the 10th, is when I was going to do my baby shower. Buddy, stop it. And I didn't want anything super big, so I was just going to do it before leaving work, so that way the following weekend was my weekend off. I could get everything together, get it all organized, and not have to worry about it. Louis, come here. And not have to worry about it. Look, say hi, vlog. Say hi to the vlog. This kid, you guys. Terrible twos is a real thing. I'm not kidding. Why are you complaining?
Because I crying in the room.
I know you're crying in the room. Okay, go play with your toys, baby. Okay? Yeah, so that's what I planned on doing. And then, like I said, Tyler was up north, so he would come down on weekends. Okay, put it in there. Put your toys in there. And he would come down on weekends. Sometimes he would go up for like 2 months and then come down for 1 weekend, go back up for a month, come down for a weekend. So it was really tedious not being able to have him there. The weekend that he did come down prior to Tyson being born was the 3rd to the 6th. And he was supposed to go back up north on the 6th. That Saturday we had gone out and got the car seat stroller set for Tyson, and then that Sunday we had planned on just kind of staying in, relaxing, watching movies. I did work, but after shift, it's a glove, buddy.
A glove?
Yes. After shift we just decided to hang out, kind of relax, spend some quality time before he had to go back up, and so we did that. It was all fine. Went to bed. And around 2 a.m. I want to say, I woke up with the feeling that I needed to go to the bathroom. So as I was walking out my bedroom door, all of a sudden my water broke. And I didn't know at the time that it was my water. I literally thought, you know, I woke up because I had to pee. I thought I peed myself. Went to my sister's room, instantly woke her up, told her what was going on. She told me to go to the washroom, see if I was still leaking, see if my mucus plug had come out, which it did, and I was still leaking. So I told her that. She said that chances are that was my water, and I can expect Tyson to come. Yes, either, you know, tonight or tomorrow. So at this point I'm like freaking out. I still had another like 3 weeks to go before he was supposed to be due. And I didn't want to right away go to the hospital because I didn't want to be sitting there waiting for hours on end. I know some people go through labor for like 48 hours, you know, 16 hours. It can go however long it wants to go. So I just really wasn't sure. I decided to go back to sleep and try to get some rest before going to the hospital. And around 3 a.m. the contractions started to get a little bit worse, so I'm like, okay, time to go. And because Tyson wasn't due till the 30th, I had his bag completely packed for the hospital, but I didn't have mine. Like, there was still some things that I needed to kind of throw in the bag, last minute things get together, like my charger cord, toothbrush, things like that. So I had to rush around throwing that stuff in a bag, and then get ready to go. And we made it to the hospital. They put me in the waiting room, they checked me, seen how far dilated I was, seen if my water did indeed break, if there was any fluid still left, or if my water was completely gone. And then had me go walk around for a couple hours to see if I could induce labor naturally. And while I was waiting for them to get me like my own permanent room. So they did that. I walked around for a couple hours. I want to say we got to the hospital around 3:30, quarter to 4. They made me walk from like 4 to about 6. Then they got me settled into my room fully. I still wasn't very far dilated, so they decided to give me the Pitocin. I believe that's what it's called. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's what it's called, the Pitocin, to help speed up my contractions, which worked 100%. Instantly I started getting more and more contractions. They were shorter distance apart, and my stomach started to like really hurt, but this time it was like an upset hurt, like I thought I needed to get sick. So I told Tyler that. He went to go get me a container to get sick in, and this was now probably around 8 o'clock, 8:30 that this was all kind of taking part. And then around 9 o'clock, I want to say like 8:50, 9 o'clock, I started getting the feeling that I needed to poop. And they say if you get that feeling, that means baby is coming, it is time. So the doctor was like rushing around, didn't expect my water to, or my contractions to be that quickly and for me to be that dilated as fast as I was. And so they're rushing around trying to get prepared, trying to get ready. Come in, they checked me. Sure enough, it's time, like I'm 10 centimeters dilated, baby is ready. And that is the hardest thing to do, is to not push. Like by far that was the hardest part of the pregnancy and the labor, was not pushing when they tell you not to. It is incredibly hard. I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but for me, like trying to suck that and hold my muscles, it's hard. Was extremely hard. So that all happened, and I want to say it was about maybe a half an hour-ish. Yeah, because at 9 to like 9:30, yeah. So it was about a half an hour of hard labor, me pushing, and by 9:30 Tyson was here. And because he was born a little bit premature, and I wasn't big during the pregnancy, he was on the smaller side. He was only 5'1", and he was born with low blood sugar. So we were in the hospital for about a week in the NICU with him, which was really, really sad. Not being able to see him 24 hours, not being the first person to see him in the morning, or the last person to see him at night, was really, really hard. And having him taken from my arms to be put in the NICU, and because he was early, my breast milk hadn't fully come in yet, so I wasn't able to breastfeed him. He was drinking formula. I was trying to pump so that I could supplement and still hope to bring that on, and then, like I said, supplement with him, which we did for about 2 months after he was born, and then just went to straight formula. It wasn't really coming in still, it wasn't happening, which is upsetting, unfortunate. I did want to breastfeed, but I wasn't able to. And yeah, so we were in the NICU for about a week with him. Got to bring him home on the Friday, which was really nice to finally be able to bring him home and get settled and get into a routine with him and just have baby at home with me and Tyler. And during this whole week of me being in the NICU with him, Tyler did have a car, but it wasn't running, it wasn't on the road yet. So during that whole week, he was constantly leaving, trying to get the car on the road, trying to get everything finalized so that we had a car, because he was using a company vehicle, which they needed to go back up north, and he works for a plumbing company, so the company physically needed all of their vehicles that they have, and it was super stressful. We were not prepared, we didn't expect Tyson to come, we weren't ready. There was things that we still needed. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this baby it does not happen like that. I really do want to go full term. I've been trying to take it easy, not be as active as I was with Tyson. I'm trying to eat more so that I can sustain the weight that I do gain because I'm not as active. And I'm just hoping that we can be better prepared for this baby, and that this baby is born with no problems, no issues, a healthy baby. That's all I ask for. That's all I wish for.
Mommy,
Yes, buddy.
look, he's doctor.
Yeah. And for this kid to be born premature, like he's so
I
smart.
don't want that.
You don't want to. He's
Yeah,
smart. He is
sit
sassy.
down.
I can't even begin to describe how sassy this kid actually is. If y'all have boys and you're watching me, you might know. I don't know if it's all boys or if it's just this little gremlin child, but he's sassy. He has an attitude worse than I have ever seen in my life. But yeah, so I will keep you guys all informed with how this pregnancy is going. So far, I don't know the gender. That will be coming soon. Tyson, don't climb on that, please. That will be coming soon. But so far, the pregnancy is kind of the same as with Tyson. Again, I don't know the gender, but that's just my feeling. No morning sickness. Stop climbing on it, please. The camera is there. No morning sickness, just a little bit of nausea.
I want it.
Slight food abrasions.
No, I want it.
Tyson.
I don't want that.
Well, you're not climbing on this. The camera's there. No food abrasions with this baby. Everything is going good so far. Like I said, I'm trying to take it a little bit easier, so that in hopes that this baby doesn't come early. But I will keep you guys all updated and take you along with us for this journey.
Mommy.
Yes, buddy.
My daddy.
Okay, you can smell like daddy in a minute. So I apologize for the
I
weird
got
cut, you guys.
Gordo.
My camera stops recording at like 12 minutes.
Gordo.
Okay, I'll get it. My camera stops recording at like 12 minutes, and I was just about to show you guys my bump update, so I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. And here we go. Hopefully it's not really focusing right now, but this is the bump date. Getting super big. I'm starting to get a little bit uncomfortable now, with like sleep-wise. Sorry, I'm just trying to stand this back up. Sleep-wise, I'm starting to get a little bit more uncomfortable, and that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, click the notification bell so you get updated anytime I make a new video, and I'll go ahead and link my Instagram in the description below so you guys can go ahead and follow me on there. Okay, and we'll see you in the next one.